at the Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to be talking about the arrest of one of Jamaica's the biggest quote-unquote dons. Not just in terms of his reach and influence, but also literally one of the biggest. You should all know the rapper, Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls. Well, picture him, but just not as tall. We not even know which part Rev buy shirt because theme shirt them have a custom made. Let's just say Rev is big boned. But that don't start nothing because him have a very big bank account to match it. But you know what that mean when they mix it with the badness. Your favorite kerosene, your favorite dolly, no problem for Rev. Your favorite squaddy, get by out easy. People will tell you say, Rev can't get locked up. Matter of fact, enough people link me because I did a video one time and I think I was talking about Bomber T and I mentioned Rev briefly and somebody messaged me and said, them Monday, you never see them Monday get locked up. Them Monday are the real general. Them Monday money too tall. Now eventually I get around to doing a 90s video. Just like how I eventually got around to doing the Booba video and them people there. There's just so much things happening now that it's kinda hard to go back and build a very long video because we have to stop and put together things and research, and it's a lot of work, trust me. You might see a 15-minute video or a 20-minute video, but it's hours upon hours we're going to make in that video, especially the research and intel part of it. So, Rev, them hold on upon him. Rev is well known, especially in Uncle Sam place, the whole 90s crew. That you have probably heard about them, your favorite artists talk about them, have sung about them. Now Uncle Sam did eventually catch up on Rev because say when the man them start bad in Uncle Sam place, it's only a matter of time before them get clamped and dumped back in Jamaica. Now when Rev got back at Jamaica, it never really made a difference because he was not your regular quote-unquote devotee. A bag of money, that equal a bag of links, plus him already known from Uncle Sam's side, people know reputation, so he could easily carry on where he left off. Even though he was not physically in Uncle Sam's place, him link them, him network was still intact. Most of the people I think about, when I think about quote-unquote Dan, Rev surpassed them. That's how big he is. He's not a 116, but definitely a premium 90. Remember, a 116 has no criminal reputation attached to him. A 116 looks completely legit on the surface. A premium 90 can do enough of the things that my 116 do, except everybody knows say him a criminal, everybody knows say him a Dan, everybody knows say him push diet coke. So what happened? Well, there was a party recently, all white, it already. Everybody dressed up, looking good, looking sharp, the dolly them come out. So Rev was in the party, it already, film usual style, table packed full of liquor. The doll them probably at the venue and stare and I wonder, who that? Him look like him can't pay my rent for the next 9 months. Well, within no time, CTAC run in. Rev never know what hit him, because at the last place he didn't expect a police operation to take place. Matter of fact, he was not expecting any kind of operation at all. You see, Rev are the type of man who can easily buy out your favorite local squaddy. Now for the local station them who's supposed to be protecting and reassuring, you can give them a thing, make man look the next way. But it's a bit harder when you talk about units like CETA, and them carry it out, and there was also intel provided by Uncle Sam. When you start to see a pattern, why would Uncle Sam even be involved? Well, as me say, Uncle Sam they already know him, and him died court days are fine. And if you make things worse, Rev started to expand because he was known originally as a diet coke man. But then, once they can have the links them to bring through the diet coke or send it off, then them same links they can help you bring in some machine. Remember, in March, when time the police them seized 21 illegal firearms, yes 21, 2,216 rounds of ammunition with cover it. 3 rifle, 18 handgun, 51 magazine. One of the magazine them could have hold 100 rounds. And the whole upon 2 youth from Uncle Sam place. Well, them their Uncle Sam place, but of course you don't know Jamaican links to me. It never done this so. And when it first went down, we were asking the question over here, so what's going to happen next? Surely them not gonna just lock up the little man, them want to pick up this, right? What about the bigger picture? Well, see the bigger picture, yeah? This is interesting to me. Normally when they hold on for man, you see them lock up the somebody will come pick it up and then the case just dash way. But them hold on for the man them, hold on for the weapon them, and then months after, them go for Rev, Mr. Kingpin Rev, Mr. Big Dan Rev. I wonder if this is a new page in how Jamaica are going to start treat them type of operations, because a long time we have said, where is the network? Where is the boss? Where is the man them want to call the shots? Now even though them have Rev, the network is still there. The people them who will make things pass through, you know, your favorite customs agent and the man them who send off this and the man them who send off that on that side there. I'm starting to wonder if we might actually see a network tumble. The fact that them go for Rev increase the chances of that. We should have a watch. We don't want to get our hopes up too much because remember it's an Iron Man we're dealing with. And enough time them just present some things, make people think, alright, progress I make, and next thing you know is a complete circus. But based on how the operation went down, in terms of the setting up and the execution, CTOC really they're on top of them game. And the fact that they're linked with Uncle Sam, show me say, the chances of them catching the man them on Uncle Sam's side and Iron Man's side is greater. Because if somebody that Uncle Sam place, I send through this and I ship off this, and then somebody in Jamaica I receive this and I distribute this. In order to destroy the whole thing, you need people on both sides. So the Uncle Sam partnership make perfect sense. Right? You can't dismantle the network without getting the American side because of Uncle Sam machine them here. Them are coming from Uncle Sam or them are coming from Haiti or some other little small island, but are really Uncle Sam and Haiti most of the machine them are come from. And the type of weapon them we will see them with a fire or Uncle Sam them are come from. At this point I can almost tell the weapon them are come from Haiti versus the one them are come from Uncle Sam. Where you see these fancy ARs with the 100-round drums, right, and the muzzle brakes and them fancy things the way you see I come through, right. Chris like say, them come out on box, Uncle Sam place, them there come from. But let me just say this while we talk about Uncle Sam. Me notice say most of the major operations that take place against the kingpins them, Uncle Sam involved. I don't know if it's a case where the chicken come before the egg or vice versa. In other words, I don't know if it's Jamaica saying, Uncle Sam, make we work on this, we get out the money, or Uncle Sam say, me want to get out the money, help me go feed. Why does that matter? If our Uncle Sam a push to get out a certain man, because they might have said, listen, the money a cause problem in my country, they might move that coke, they go on running, we want to get rid of him, help us. If a data go on, then that's not a good look for Iron Man. It should be the other way around. It should be Iron Man saying, Uncle Sam, we want to destroy this network where the man are bringing much illegal firearms in the country. The man in on your side, I ship the gun to them, so help us. Some of them know until you already, you have the intel upon them on your side, make a work together, everybody benefit. If a data go on, then that is a major improvement for Jamaica. That is how it should be. It should be Jamaica pushing to get out their money with the help of Uncle Sam. Not Uncle Sam pushing to get rid of them and then I recruit Jamaica's help. The song is not supposed to sing some. So me I hope say it's not only when time Uncle Sam involved in the case them, we see the major players them get taken down because me I start to see a trend. CTOC Uncle Sam, CTOC Uncle Sam. The liquid and them about the place, or mash up Spanish Town, mash up Mobile. What gonna happen? We'll wait till Uncle Sam send for them too? Or is the Jamaican government going to get serious? So this is a big step in the right direction, but remember that history will way of repeating itself. Here is the thing right now. People at Jamaica, yard and abroad. I have no doubt that units like CTOC, units like MID, can carry out certain operations. I have no doubt so them can investigate certain people and lock them up. And when it's time to get the prosecution in a court, when it's time to get the conviction, at this sort things normally go wrong. Some of the operations where, for example, C-Talk and C4 go on, you never really hear them thing there. Even by Uncle Sam standards, the operations were extraordinary. And then we see what happened when it got to the point where you get to the courthouse. So what I'm wondering is this. Somebody like Rev, is he going to be tried in a Jamaican court or Uncle Sam want him? Because if somebody like Rev, well, I would be lying if me tell you say I expect anything to come out of it. If Uncle Sam send the extradition papers and say we'll deal with him, then I eat that for Rev. Because Uncle Sam now send for him unless them case airtight. It's very, very unlikely he might go walk in a Uncle Sam court. But if he's going before a local court, I'm sorry, you can't say what you want to say, but I look at outcomes, I look at results. The look unknown, regular 87 them, will walk out of court, right, a bust major case, and then have Rev links or Rev money. Don't tell me to be confident when somebody like Rev I go before the courts himself. No, I would love for them for sure we say no, and that's how it go. We can actually get convictions on people like Rev. Because of things like that, I go improve confidence. But until then, me not cut on an egg until they match. Now before the video end, I want to talk about something. It's up on your screen right now. And this is according to RJR. It is understood that the suspect, them I talk about Rev, who is a licensed firearm holder, was deported to Jamaica in 2009 after serving time in Uncle Sam place for diet coke. Now, me already tell them to say, Rev did get deep. But you understand that? Who is a licensed firearm holder? Rev, one of the biggest dons in Jamaica. Bigger than most of the don them where you hear call up in a bad man place. Rev have legal gun. Rev. FLA give Rev gun. If you need any more evidence that FLA and the system in general is a joke and don't take Jamaican people seriously, this is it. The FLA will turn down how much law-abiding, hard-working people who apply the license firearm, tell them so there's no need for them have one. That FLA give Rev gun, this must be a mistake. RJR must have sell unicorn. They're trying to steal my business. Somebody, right? Who is somebody? Because obviously over here so I'm just a little YouTuber, right? So I'm nobody, me can't make FLA do nothing. So somebody who is somebody in the media need to get Shane Darling to come confirm if something goes so. Shane Darling needs to tell the people of Jamaica if something goes so. If big international diet coke done Rev have licensed firearm. Remember when time the snake rifle them they get fine a mobile? And then they look like to them fresh out of the box? That's because I don't know old machine he might buy. A Rev link him have. A Rev a bring in him rifle them. Clean like a whistle. 100 round magazine, all kind of things. Your favorite producer, your favorite artist them know about Rev. A Rev enough of them done, them will tell you that. A Rev of them link. This is how well known this man is in the underworld. You know what, hold on. Let me put on my sarcastic hat. Yeah, put it down now. This can't be right. This can't be right because as we know, when you think about integrity, you think about FLA. When you think about transparency, you think about FLA. When you think about an agency that embodies honesty and trustworthiness, you think FLA. We all know the Jamaican people don't expect something like this from FLA. We all know the Jamaican people are shocked right now when they them see this. So not just Rev, but many other well-known criminals actually have licensed firearm and legal, law-abiding citizens can't get none. The Jamaican people hold FLA in very high regard. Therefore, there must be some mistake, yes. It must be. This can't be the FLA I know. This can't be the FLA we all love and respect so much. That noble agency, that noble authority. Can't be. Must be some kind of mistake. No, hold on, I'm taking about the sarcastic hand. Yeah, so as I was saying, link me for a unicorn, by the way. I want to see FLA clear this up. Because if they admit to this one, I think they might have to go shake down the whole agency. And if them go run any kind of investigations, and then next thing, commission go form and them start dig and dig, the walls might come tumbling down. So the best move for FLA is to pretend that they don't see the video, or say, no man, it's a mistake. Him not on a license firearm. It's a driving license him have and RGR make a mistake. Very interesting times. Anyway, make us welcome out right now. Agent Squad, pick up on yourself. Yeah, I don't know, more live. Ultra Squad, stay circling. Bless.